You have $1 million idea, a vision that could change the world. But there's one problem. You don't know how to code. You don't know what JavaScript is. You have no clue how GitHub works. And then you wonder, can I build a tech startup without technical skills? This isn't just a question, it's the fine line between spectacular success and silent failure. Every day, thousands of people like you enter the startup game, and most of them fall because they lack one critical piece: a strong technical co-founder. If you're thinking of hiring a dev shop and just building the product, stop right now. You're pushing your startup to the edge of a cliff. So here's the question: how can a non-technical person build a real tech company? Let's start with the harsh truths few dare to face, and step-by-step uncover the strategies to recruit a technical co-founder, build trust, and become the kind of founder any great engineer wants to partner with. Part 1. Face the brutal truth. Tech startups need tech. In the tech startup world, ideas are just the beginning and often the least important part. A software company without a technical soul is like a ship without a rudder. No outsourced team will carry you through the storm. Without someone who understands and controls the tech foundation, you're building a castle on sand, no matter how amazing your marketing is. This isn't a scare tactic. It's a survival truth you need to face from day one. Lacking technical skills isn't a sin, but refusing to find or connect with a technical co-founder is startup suicide. A tech startup exists because of its product, and the product exists because of code. Without someone to build the system with you from day one, everything is a pipe dream. Here's the harsh reality you must accept: no technical co-founder, no tech startup. Imagine wanting to build a rocket to the moon, but your team is all sales and finance experts. You don't need a simulation to predict disaster. A tech startup is no different. If your founding DNA lacks technical core, death is only a matter of time. And don't lull yourself into thinking, I'll just outsource it. Outsourcing works only for clearly defined tasks. A startup is an ongoing journey of discovering the unknown. The choice is clear. Either become someone who connects, inspires, and recruits a world-class technical co-founder, or prepare for failure right at the starting line. The startup world has proven this brutal rule thousands of times. If you're truly serious about your dream, you have no other choice. Treat finding a technical co-founder as your #1 mission. No compromise, no delay. Part 2. Deadly illusions of non-technical founders. The first illusion: I'll just hire an outsourced team or dev shop, the product will be fine. This is a fatal mistake. You don't just need a completed product, you need the ability to constantly evolve, pivot, test, and adapt at lightning speed. Outsourced teams can't give you that. They sell hours, not commitment. A startup lives and dies by every hour, every iteration, every line of code. If you think outsourcing is enough, you're tying yourself down with a rope that feels soft but strangles tight. The second illusion: I'll just learn to code myself. A few months should be enough. It's admirable if you're passionate about tech, but let's be real. Becoming a true product-building engineer takes years, sometimes decades of hard practice. Startups are a battle of speed and quality. You don't have that kind of time. Spending 2 or 3 years to learn basic coding before launching? By then, the golden opportunity has vanished. The smarter move: focus on your strengths and find a stellar technical partner. The third illusion: I need a senior CTO who's led teams of 50 engineers. That's a fantasy for the early stage. You're starting from zero. You need a co-founder, not a corporate operator. Find a technical builder who's willing to start from the first line of code with you. Someone who loves a challenge. Someone willing to go all in. Don't set unrealistic bars and then conclude that no one is good enough. There are many young and brilliant minds ready to join if you know how to inspire them. The fourth illusion: I've got extreme hustle. I can win with willpower alone. Sorry, but tech startups aren't like sales or hitting KPIs. You can't hustle a working platform into existence without someone actually coding, debugging, and scaling infrastructure hour by hour. Hustle is amazing, but in tech startups, it only matters if paired with solid technical execution. If all you can do is run fast without a vehicle, you'll eventually collapse in the brutal desert of the market. Conclusion: illusions kill more startup dreams than any competitor ever will. Don't trap yourself in these dead ends. Clarity is your ultimate weapon if you truly want to succeed. If you don't have a technical co-founder yet, don't launch. If you're stuck in any of the illusions above, wake up today. The real game is reserved for those brave enough to face brutal truths and make bold moves. Part 3. The right mindset. Building a founding team. A successful tech startup is a team game, not a solo mission. You need a technical co-founder, not just to build the product, but to shoulder pressure and make life or death decisions in the most critical moments. A great team doesn't just complement each other's skills, it ignites the fighting spirit to weather the storm together. Without a founding team, you're just one person standing alone against the world. Equally important is alignment in values and vision. A great technical co-founder doesn't just write code. They deeply understand why the product should exist. They are willing to sacrifice time and energy like a true founder. Forget the idea of finding a freelance engineer. You need someone who's ready to live and die with you through the ups and downs, who believes in the same future and burns with the same dream, no matter how tough the journey becomes. Startups aren't for the vague or those waiting for things to fall into place. The founding team is the bedrock that helps you survive every market storm. The early team doesn't need to be big, but it must be elite and fully committed. Without a truly dedicated technical co-founder, you'll constantly be firefighting instead of breaking through. Don't think you can carry it all alone. Treat building the right team from day one as a make-or-break strategic move. Part 4. Survival Skill. The art of recruiting a technical co-founder. Recruiting a technical co-founder is completely different from hiring a technical employee. This is not a matter of salary or perks. It's a matter of vision and ideals. You can't buy them with money. You have to tap into their desire to build, invite them into a meaningful journey, and offer to share both the glory and the hardship. Don't expect someone to join you just because you offer a high paycheck. They will join only if they believe in the mission you both create together. A fatal mistake is approaching the process with a boss mentality. You don't need subordinates. You need a partner. A great technical person will never agree to be a tool for your idea. They want to be respected, to contribute from the ground up, and to be treated as an equal. Approach them with a spirit of co-building, co-owning, and co-deciding, not as someone issuing orders. This sincerity is critical to building early trust. Don't think you need to find someone famous with a flashy resume. What matters far more is finding the right person, someone with solid skills, a deep hunger to build, a willingness to learn, and a long-term mindset. Look for these quiet stars in tech communities, among your extended network, or people you've previously worked with. The right co-founder may not shine in public yet, but they will explode alongside you on the startup journey. Remember, recruiting a technical co-founder is not about selling a job. It's about selling a dream, a shared adventure. Tell the story you want to write with them. Share your fears, your excitement, your bold ambitions. Show them that this is not just another gig. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build something that could change the world. Top talent can't resist the pull of a great adventure if you know how to ignite that fire. Once you understand the true nature of this journey, you'll realize this isn't a side task. This is your mission number one. The fate of your startup in its first year depends almost entirely on the founding team. You can fix your product, change markets, pivot your strategy, but if you don't have a committed technical co-founder fighting with you from the start, every other effort becomes a deadly gamble with no exit. Part 5. How to actually find them. If you don't yet know any technical co-founders, don't despair. The first thing you need to do is change your environment. Stop sitting at home dreaming. Get out there, attend tech events, join hackathons, participate in local startup communities. Show up where talented engineers gather, learn, and contribute. Take action daily to expand your technical network, because no co-founder is going to knock on your door out of nowhere. A practical strategy is to take a job at an early-stage startup that needs business talent. This way, you not only earn a living, but get direct exposure to great engineers, observing how they think, work, and solve problems. After a few years, when you've built strong relationships, you can invite one of them to become your co-founder. Think long-term. Building a durable technical network today is the best investment in your future startup. In addition, be proactive on online platforms like GitHub, Stack Overflow, and Reddit tech communities. These spaces give you access to engineers and let you assess their skills through code, posts, and technical discussions. But remember, reaching out online requires finesse. Approach them like a fellow enthusiast, not a pushy recruiter. Talk passion to passion, not transaction to transaction. One final principle: become the kind of person a technical co-founder would want to work with. Build your personal credibility, show a real understanding of the problem space and a basic grasp of tech. Prove your vision and execution skills. Talented people are always drawn to other high-caliber individuals. Let your energy, authenticity, and unshakable commitment inspire them. A visionary business mind with integrity will never lack worthy technical partners. Part 6. The skill of pitching an adventure, not just an idea. Most people fail to recruit a technical co-founder because of how they pitch. They try to convince someone to execute their idea, like hiring a mercenary. But technical co-founders aren't looking for jobs. They're looking for a chance to build something great. If you want to succeed, don't pitch your idea. Pitch the adventure. An unpredictable, high-stakes journey everyone secretly dreams of taking. A journey that changes lives. Pitching an adventure means sharing both your dream and your fears. Talk about the real challenges you'll face. Share the brutal market landscape, the sleepless nights, the moments of doubt. Then, paint the vision of success, the chance to impact millions, reshape an industry, leave a legacy. Great technical co-founders don't shy away from difficulty. They just need to see that you're real, you're determined, and you won't quit. Remember, true adventures are extremely rare. No one gets invited into a world-changing mission every day. When you pitch from the heart, with belief, vulnerability, and ambition, you don't just appeal to logic. You speak to something deeper. You awaken their soul. A well-timed invitation to adventure can shake even the best engineers out of their comfort zone and into something extraordinary. Finally, know this: a great invitation doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need all the answers. You just need to honestly say, "Come build something no one's ever built before, with me." When you pitch like that, you won't just find a co-founder. You'll find a true comrade, someone who will fight with you through every failure, pivot, and storm. That's the only kind of partner that can build a startup that lasts. Part 7. Action Map. If you're starting from zero, if you're at square one with zero technical connections, don't panic. Start with a brutally honest audit of your current network. Who among your past colleagues or acquaintances has a technical background? Who might be able to introduce you to a good engineer? Write them all down. Don't self-reject or assume they'll say no. Your first task is not to find a co-founder. It's to build a list of potential connections. Success always begins with a single intentional step. Next, reach out to those people. Don't pitch your startup right away. Start by reconnecting genuinely. Ask how they're doing, what they're working on, what excites them. If, over time, you sense shared values and ambition, then gradually introduce your vision. Make it clear, you're not looking for an employee, you're looking for a teammate. When they feel your sincerity, deeper conversations will naturally follow. If your network is weak, change your strategy. Start joining coding boot camps, hackathons, tech meetups, or local startup communities. The goal is not to learn coding just yet. It's to form authentic relationships with people who live and breathe technology. Offer help where you can. Give before you ask. When you earn trust and respect in the tech community, opportunities to connect with co-founders will emerge naturally. A highly practical move: contribute to open source projects. You don't need to code. You can help with documentation, testing, or community management. By getting involved in real projects, you build real credibility in the eyes of engineers. When they see you're serious, reliable, and willing to contribute, even without technical skills, they'll treat you differently. The best open source communities are full of passionate builders looking for meaningful collaborations. Final step: once you've met promising engineers, be patient. Don't rush commitment. Start with friendship. Collaborate on small side projects. Brainstorm ideas together. If over time you find strong chemistry, formally invite them to co-found with you. Long-term startup success is built on real trust, not quick pitches. You don't need dozens of people. You just need one who believes in the same mission and is ready to go the distance with you. Conclusion. You're standing before two choices. Keep believing that ideas, passion, and outsourcing are enough to build an empire, or courageously accept the truth that a tech startup lives and dies by its technical soul, and you must fight to find a real partner. Some may scoff, "I don't need a technical co-founder, I'll figure it out myself." But true builders know, great ventures are never forged alone. Will you choose the sweet illusion or the harsh truth that leads to glory? This game isn't for dreamers floating in fantasy. It's for those willing to burn themselves alive in pursuit of something extraordinary. A journey of creation, struggle, and lasting impact. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.